Hello there. Hello. So, Sheena Dennise back again. I'm going to continue from where I left off. These are the Lunar Eclipse in Gemini horoscopes for signs of Gemini to Scorpio, because I already did Sagittarius to Taurus. So if you are one of those signs, definitely check that out, and I'll tag it in the link once this posts, if you happen to come after the fact. So I'm just going to shuffle. I'm using the Rider-Waite, and this reading is for Gemini. So it's interesting, as I was pulling the cards for Gemini, or shuffling, sorry, the cards for Gemini, the Temperance card, and I don't remember what the other card came up was. It was relationship based though. Maybe Two of Cups. Anyway, it feels like, particularly it's funny because Temperance is the Sagittarius card, which is Gemini's partnership sign. So it feels like there's healing that's happening in regards to partnerships, past, present, future, just that whole partnership experience. So that's a nice welcome message before we get started. A lot of joy energy here, so I wonder if that's a focus. I'll show you in a second. I'll just kind of point the camera down. So there we go. So you can see a lot of yellow there. Just 1 second. So I think at present, Gemini, you're focusing on getting your inspiration back, or you have been recently focused on getting your inspiration back. It feels like a need to reparent self, or has felt a need to reparent self, maybe because of feeling a lack of support or nourishment through maybe a mother relationship, and or just not feeling not feeling the vital source of life, at least recently, or as of late, probably up until definitely September. Maybe we're in a recovery period, or a period of self-assessment, particularly related to value, related to your ability to manifest or birth, create. It does feel like there has been something that you've been working on that other people probably aren't privy to, or even if they are, it's like a solo pursuit. It's something that you have to do on your own. And it's like there's an reassessment of your passion, the things that light you up, the things that inspire you. And so moving forward, it looks like at present you are perhaps waiting on something that you feel maybe isn't coming, or it's a long time coming, validation, recognition. It's interesting because it's, the spread is about you, and I also have the Seven of Swords. So I wonder if there's a sense of like self-deception in regards to what it feels like you're waiting on, or looking for, or seeking. Just going to get some more information around that. Some clarification on the Seven of Swords. And, I do have the Six of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the King of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles here. And now we have the Knight of Swords. It's like this feeling of not needing to defend, not needing to involve yourself with people that aren't above board, and energetically, action-based, all of the reasons and ways that people do that or express that, and moving towards your own happiness. sometimes the happiness can be experienced through children, through creativity, through expression. But it does feel like you have the ability to seek the sun right now and remember what it is that you've come here, not just to do, but to really vibrate in a way that feels good to you. Yeah, there's this, I feel like there's this opportunity for celebration around home. Perhaps, we think, of course, because at least in Toronto, Canada, Toronto, Ontario, we're in lockdown, but it does feel like there's an opportunity for you to celebrate or come together with family, whether that's virtually or otherwise, but it does feel like there's this feeling of home and nourishment there. Things really coming together. So moving into the future, I feel like there's an opportunity for you to really go within. I think there's information that you're seeking about your new beginning, about how to move forward, not wanting to take a risk maybe, or wanting to have it start a new beginning, but maybe not sure of if you have the resources. And so that limiting you, or feeling like it's limiting you. I do think there's going to be a period of 9 weeks, which will lead us into the beginning of the year of introspection. At least 9 weeks. 9 weeks or September could be significant in the unfolding of this story. In December, there's going to be an opportunity for you to receive an offer, Gemini, and it's probably likely, it feels like it could be a relationship for sure. That's one possibility. It could also be a contract that that you're waiting on. It feels like possibly you're waiting on something. Because I got the communication card and it was reversed. So it feels like you're waiting on a communication, and you are enlightened. You do know that things are coming and that you're being supported. So at least if you don't know that, really, I would encourage you to feel that, because and do the things you can to get yourself into that space, because the more that you can, the more you're going to generate the possibility and bring yourself into that space, because it's coming. So don't doubt it. Don't push it away. Maybe meditate or pull a archangel card. I'll have to, at the end, I'll pull a card for the other signs that I've already read for, but I'll pull this card for Gemini. This is Doreen Virtue's Archangel deck, Archangel Raphael's healing deck. So it'll be an action card for you. Oh, there's two. I pulled two. Stay positive. That's kind of what I was saying. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me to be optimistic and take the action steps that support my health and well-being. And then the second opinion card. Dear God and/or Archangel Raphael, guide me to the best professionals for the situation. So there you go, Jen. So next sign is Cancer. So if and when you do watch this sign, I would encourage you to like or subscribe or unlike if you feel like doing that. That's fine. So moving on to Cancer. Cancer, it's interesting because the cups or the cards that come up, Eight of Swords, which feels like a restriction, the Ace of Cups, but it's reversed, and this popped out, the Four of Wands. Feels like you're maybe feeling restricted in your home, or you're waiting on an opportunity to come up, but it's like, when is it going to come up? When is the right space? Maybe it's the right home you're looking for. Feeling a little bit reticent. Okay. So Cancer. So Cancer at present feels like you're intending to let go of something that hasn't brought you validation. Petty opinions, conversations, things that don't really matter to you, or just don't have as much weight as maybe they once did. Feels like there's something that you don't want to be working on anymore at present. I think in the recent past, you were given an opportunity to tell the truth, or you reached out to someone for advice around how to move forward, maybe around maybe financially. It does feel like you have the option. It's like, what do I do with the resources that I have? How do I make it into what I want it to be? It does feel like there's like an element of truth. Like, this is the truth. This is what you need to do. This is the lay of the land. And so maybe feeling a little bit like at sea, or like you need to reassess your values, or reassess like where it is that you're putting your energy, where it is that you're putting your focus, where it is that you're putting your time. So I think most recently you've come to, at least within the past 1 to 3 weeks or 1 to 3 months, you've been getting really clear on, could be this home situation, but it does feel like you're getting really clear on, particularly around material goods, finances, resources, benefits, like all that kind of stuff. And what it, like, trying to be realistic and practical. And so now going into the present, Cancer, it's like you've come to this space of not really even caring about the validation. Like, I don't even care about what it is that I don't want to do this anymore, you know? I'm letting this go. I don't want to work like this anymore. I don't even care what you people think. Like, you're taking up my energy, you're taking up my time. And it doesn't have to be like where you're upset at someone, but it's just like a more of a recognition within yourself. Like, I don't want to exert any more energy into this. I don't think that the people that are around you really recognize the value of you and who you are and what you do and everything. But that's just one part of it. That's not even the whole part. And then now moving into the future, it's interesting because I think you really have this potential to make magic, do the things that you want to do to call in what it is that you are working towards. Your ultimate goal, your life goals, letting go of self-deception, and in ways that you maybe keep yourself back, or, hold yourself back. Not wanting to stand up for yourself in ways that maybe you feel like you've been forced to, or to defend yourself. Yeah. It's like there's this resolve of, no, I want better, I deserve better, I just want more. Whether it's deservability or otherwise, it's another story. That's good. Yeah, I felt this energy. It's like I'm moving towards my own personal success. That's what I get. So moving on to Leo. And so Leo. Some insight for Leo. Thank you, angels. Oh, I did say that I was going to pull a card from the Archangel Raphael deck. So I'm pulling a card for Cancer. Ooh, that came out perfectly. Relationship. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for healing and guiding all of my relationships upon the path of love. It's interesting because I was getting this too, and I think that the home situation is actually impacting the relationship. Maybe that. Oh, and another card too. I didn't see that. And massage. Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me to know that I deserve to receive massage as another self-care treatments. Yeah, so it's actually focused on the heart chakra. While it's a green, it's a heart. So focused on the heart chakra. So it aligns actually, relationships. Maybe you ask your partner to give you a massage, or maybe you massage yourself if you don't have a partner. So Leo, my opposite sign. As you must know, your girl is an Aquarius. So, Leo. And of course, it doesn't just have to be sun sign. It's also rising, moon. Could be Venus. Just one last shuffle for Leo. Leo, let me know. So Leo, I think recently maybe you've been having some tough conversations, hard conversations, crucial conversations around things maybe you found out. Could be business-wise, relationship-wise. I feel like it's more relationship, to be honest, but because of what I see next. But even as I say that, just energetically, it feels like it's relationship-wise. And relationship, life is relationships, right? It's not just romantic. It's business, it's coworkers and family and friends and all of that. So it does feel like recently, though, Leo, you've discovered something where you thought something was over, but it wasn't really over, and then so moving into into your present. Yeah. Oh, that was the confirmation that I got. I'm getting good. So Leo, this was in your past. So I feel like you discovered something. Even when I just hold up the cards just to show you like the energy of the cards, it's like you discovered something with the moon reversed. Then it was about with the 3 of Wands. Okay, what am I going to do here? How am I going to move forward? What am I going to say? Is this going to be the crucial conversation, the tense conversations? Feeling like something was over when it wasn't really over, and heartbreak or disappointment, or feeling pangs of something. Just I feel like every time I get the 3 of Swords, regardless of if it's a relationship or not, but it's like this feeling of like, to my heart, and so moving into the present, this is why I also say why it's relationships, although it doesn't have to be, or romantic, it doesn't have to be. It's possible that now there's this sense of like lack or feeling this lack. Whether it's true or not is another story. It's just like this assessment of like, I have to hold on to what I've got. And paired with the Page of Pentacles reversed, it's like I need to manage maybe what I haven't been managing. I need to be responsible and realistic here about what I do have, what I can do, and not... Frivolous isn't really the word, but I probably more practical than you would normally be. and take practical however suits you. And then the next couple of cards, or the initial cards too, were the Magician and the Lovers reversed. So Lovers can represent Gemini, but doesn't have to. It could also just represent having a choice. It doesn't have to be a romantic or the soulmate relationship. It can represent having a choice, having to choose between two things that you truly love. So whether that's like choosing between your family and your work. Maybe, for example, the holidays are coming up and we're not really supposed to travel, but you have an opportunity to do something for work that would take you away for a great experience, but you'd have to leave your family behind. It could be something like that, but it could also be a disappointment of not being able to work something out in a relationship, not being able to work your magic, feeling like you can't manifest what it is that you truly desire, and it's like or there's a possibility of having to begin anew, and whether that's starting over or starting over in partnership or starting over by yourself, you would know what suits you best. I think it's interesting because I think as you move into the future, particularly in February, there's this new resolve, and which is it's interesting, your partnership, because that's Aquarius season, right? So your partnership experience or focus that will be focused at that time. And I think you're actually really focused on either your children, if you have children, or if you don't have children, on your creativity, on your own personal happiness, and maybe leaving behind or disengaging from this King of Wands reverse energy, which could represent the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could represent you feeling out of sorts. But it does feel like there is this recognition around being able to choose something new that particularly brings you happiness. Moving away from like fishiness, things that aren't really 100%. And then, of course, I think because of that, with any move, physical or otherwise, there's some kind of a reassessment of value, whether that is actually checking your bank accounts or assessing, how your rates are increasing, for example, or how they need to increase based on your budget. So before I shuffle for the next sign, Leo, I'm just going to pull a Archangel Raphael action card. Do more research. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for clearly and gently leading me to the information that I need to know for my well-being. Give me the courage to be assertive as I take charge of my needs. Okay, and exercise is key. Moving your body. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for motivating me and guiding me to an exercise program that fits my schedule, interests, and budget. Right on, right on. So, Virgo, shuffle for Virgo. Spirit, thank you for your support. Let's shuffle for Virgo. And last time for Virgo. See, he has a few. I'm going to do another shuffle for a few. I think at present it's possible that Virgo, you're also Either assessing your value in regards to relationships, like what you bring to relationships, what you feel like you probably still need to do to be the best person that you can be in relationships. I mean, we all have work, right? But I feel like that's probably top of mind. Okay, Virgo. We have the Knight of Cups. Virgo, I feel like you are wanting to move on from something that has been emotionally upsetting. Could be also could be that you get an offer and that pulls you away from something that has been like it rocked you, or it rocked the boat, or brought you messages that you weren't expecting. It's possible that it had to do, because we have a couple of court cards here, that it had to do with a relationship or needing to leave something behind that was no longer fulfilling you or inspiring you. Yeah, it feels like there was like an energy of feeling like very apathetic or reticent. Like this doesn't connect here anymore. I don't want to do this. If this thing has run its course, it's taken everything out of me. I'm looking for something new. That's how it feels. I'm looking for something new. I'm managing my relationships, and maybe there's a financial aspect to it that, is a little bit unsettling, but yeah, I'm looking for something new. And I think Virgo, as we move into the next 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, you'll receive information that's probably a clarification of that, a validation of how you've been feeling. Like, this is upsetting. This is just more evidence of like needing to let go of something that you were working on. Maybe the results aren't there. The results aren't coming. You know that. You don't even want to put in any more effort to try to receive what may even be like what it feels like is like, whatever they give me probably wouldn't be enough for what's gone on. The time is done. It feels like actually probably in October you realize like this is probably done. The time has come for this to end. I do think that in the next couple of months, you may get an offer. Could be a couple of weeks, actually. Could be as quick as that, because we are in eclipse season and things do move very quickly, because we also too have the King of Wands here, or the Knight of Wands. So somebody coming in very passionate very quickly, perhaps with an offer of partnership, of collaboration that takes you out of self-limitation, that eases the trauma or the upheaval, and also too brings you out of this mental stasis, this need to retract and retreat. Yeah, there's a lot of transformation that ends up happening for you here that brings you to a new beginning. I'd probably say it's interesting because we know that the 21st of December is a really pivotal, it's a portal. Oh, absolutely. Actually. So I think the 21st could be an interesting day for you, Virgo. And that could be the completion point So maybe taking a look at the calendar and seeing what day the 21st of December falls on. But it does feel like that transformation or that change or switch over transition happens around that time. So for Virgo, I'm going to pull an Archangel Raphael card. Archangel Raphael. For Virgo. Oops. For Virgo. Oops. Okay. My hands. We got them. For Virgo. Hydration. Thank you for motivating and guiding me to drink more water so that my health, energy, and appetite stay at optimal levels throughout each day. We also have the relationship card, and laughter is the best medicine. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for healing and guiding all of my relationships upon the path of love. And dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for reminding me to detach and find the humor and irony within every human drama. That feels like very apt for this situation that you're coming out of or stepping out of. Okay, so last couple signs. Libra. Libra, it's possible that you find out about a third party that puts you into a sense of withdrawal or isolation, self-imposed or otherwise. Or just doesn't, when I say third party, it doesn't have to be like a cheating situation. It can be, but it can also just be like there's too many people involved, too many voices, too many opinions, competing priorities. It could end up resulting in self-isolation or withdrawal and a feeling of wanting to keep to oneself. What's nice about this reading is that you ultimately have the Justice card, which represents you in the outcome position. So you're the one that comes out with in the end that has the stronger position. We start out though with a change or a completion that takes place, perhaps because of something that you find out or something that you just become clear on. It's like, I think, once I was blind, but now I can see, not to be corny, but it feels like there's this, there was a period of time where you were like, I feel a little bit lost. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do. And then now it's like the wheel is turning and more information is coming through. There's someone, I think here, there's a couple of court cards. There's a few, maybe a child. Doesn't have to be, but someone that's been acting out, someone that has been very, it could be also to a child or someone that has an immature energy that's, someone that's younger, that could be, it doesn't have to be younger, but they have an immature kind of quality, or just something that hasn't been fully realized, potential that hasn't been fully realized, personality that hasn't been fully realized. And the the King of Pentacles, which can represent Earth signs, so Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, but it doesn't have to be. It does feel like there's some kind of realization that helps you to move forward, because it feels like you have been really assessing, reassessing, up late at night, analyzing, assessing, reassessing, so really trying to figure out in your mind how things could work, how they're supposed to work, how they can work for you, what you can tolerate, what you can't, and then moving forward, we have a few, so I pulled a few cards just for clarification, but we have the Lovers so I would go to the major arcana that shows up, and we have the Lovers, but it's reversed. So it's like maybe the opportunity to make a choice or decision, and not really knowing what to do, but knowing that you need to move forward. Maybe moving forward will knowing that moving forward on what it is that you want to do will create upheaval and change. Wanting to make sure that someone doesn't get over on you or doesn't, is no longer manipulating you, or manipulation could be happening on both sides, but that's just, been cut out. It does feel like there is a tension, tension within you, but it's also externally reflected in relationships. And then moving forward, it's nice because I feel like you do come out of a space of feeling limited, of feeling restricted, of feeling like, I'm tired of fighting, or I'm tired of having certain conversations that kind of go nowhere or are cyclical. It does feel like you end up finding your joy again, your truth. It's possible that you do this by finding a space of nourishment. So whether that is that you go, somewhere by yourself, you whether it's staycation or, domestic vacation, or if you're able to travel internationally, then that's great too. But it does feel like there is this period of time where you come back to yourself, reclaim your joy, and let go ultimately of the bullshit and people that don't really control their words. You're stepping out of something that has been feeling like, I can't get out of this, but you can, and you will. And you will ultimately become the person, again, like I said at the beginning, that has the upper hand. Even if it's hard won at times, So I'm just going to pull a Archangel Raphael card, and then we'll get on to the last sign. So this card is for Libra. This card is for Libra from the Archangel Raphael deck. This card is for Libra from the Archangel Raphael deck. This card is for Libra from the Archangel Raphael deck. This card is for Libra. Oh, listen to your intuitive feelings. Dear higher self, thank you for speaking loudly and clearly in peaceful ways that I can easily understand. Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to listen to my inner wisdom and improving health. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for your comforting reassurance about the situation. I do feel like you're being guided. I feel like you know that. I feel like you're kind of just waiting on the next steps and signs for direction. Hence that stasis I was talking about. So, thank you, Libra. And finally, Scorpio. Scorpio. Happy birthday, Scorpio. I should have said happy birthday to Sagittarius. If Sag, if you're still watching, happy birthday, Sag. Ooh. So this is for Scorpio. Last sign, but one of the best signs for sure. So, Scorpio. Oh, it's good. Scorpio, it feels like you've been in this space of defending, like standing up for yourself, standing up for others probably too. Scorpio, it feels like you're really, I think, in this space of enjoying life, of enjoying what you've worked for, of enjoying what you've built and created and sustained and established so far. Particularly, it just feels like emotional fulfillment. It feels like satisfaction. I think there is conversations that need to be had, perhaps around spending, perhaps around practicalities. But I do think that you end up really moving into, because there is this conversation of moving, and maybe that's maybe what's bringing like extra defensiveness, um, because if defensiveness does show up, but it's like it's in pursuit of your personal pleasure and joy and in your life, um, yeah, you're sorting things out. There's like maybe there's some research that you have to do, um, but you're sorting things out. You're figuring it out, and you're standing up for yourself in the times that you need to. I think that ends up leading to success and validation. Like someone saying, like, I see you, I get it. I see what you're doing. I see the work that you've done. Like, we like this. We appreciate it. Um, could be there could be a conversation of receiving what you've put in your due, so that can work two ways. If you know that you've put in, it does look like it's a positive thing. So if you know that you've put in the work and you've done your due diligence, then I do think that you have an opportunity to receive some kind of reward. On the alternate spectrum, though, if you know that you've been kind of like skating by and you haven't really been doing what it is that you're supposed to do, then it's possible you'll get called out or in on maybe how this partnership is not working or how it needs to change. Um, I do think there's like an assessment of your financial situation as well at present and needing to make a choice, particularly maybe around how you nourish the people around you. So moving forward into the future, it does look positive. It does look like you have an opportunity to start something new if you haven't already. Could be project based, could be a relationship, could be in the next level of a relationship. It does feel like there is the beginning stages of something that started, and it's possible. I say relationship because it does feel like it's related to the fulfillment of your emotions. And the financial conversation seemed to come in, but there's no actual confirmation as yet. It's just something that's maybe like on deck. But it does feel like this opportunity could be moving you out of something that has been lackluster, not really satisfactory. It's like you're trying to find your joy again, Scorpio. So I am going to pull a card. Oh, wrong deck, but I'm going to pull it anyway. So from the crystal deck, because I guess I felt guided to do that, you have Tiger's Eye, which can represent abundance, prosperity, but here it represents courage. And then Labradorite as well, which is take action. So if you are working on a project, beginning something, it does feel like you have the opportunity to see it to fruition and to receive the results of your work, So the card that came up for you, Scorpio, is consult a nutritionist. So dear Archangel Raphael, I turn my eating over to you and ask you to guide my foods and beverages that taste good, are fulfilling, and support my ideal health and weight. So Scorpio, there could be something in your diet that's affecting your health and well-being, and maybe consulting a nutritionist will help you to figure out what it is that you need to eliminate. And so we have the fresh air card. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for all the ways in helping me to breathe easier. And then they give us your cares card. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, I am willing to release any fears to you. Please allow me to completely let go so that you can fully guide me in the situation. So maybe daily walks are something that's on deck for you, Scorpio. So thanks, Scorpio. And I will, as promised, go back to Sag through Taurus and pull an Archangel Raphael card. So this card is for Sagittarius. Spirit, give me a card for Sagittarius. Detoxification. Thank you for cleaning up my body, my mind, and life so that I may happily and healthfully live free of chemicals. I think of the detoxification card too as fasting sometimes. So maybe that is, and no, I don't, this is not like a health channel. I don't recommend, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but maybe just doing some research into that. And then change positions perhaps. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for leading me to the best healer for this situation. Amen. So thank you for that, Spirit. And so for Capricorn, I'm going to pull a card for Capricorn. Oops. We have 3 or 4. Ask your body for a message. Good night's sleep. Have faith. And yes. Help me to trust my feelings as the accurate barometer of truth. Have faith. Dear Jesus and Archangel Raphael, thank you for boosting my faith so that I may trust in miracles. And ask your body for a message. Dear body, please help me hear your messages. Archangel Raphael, please guide me in knowing and respecting my body's needs. And good night's sleep. Thank you for helping me relax and sleep deeply, for I know that you are guiding, healing, and protecting me while I rest. And so for Aquarius, action card for Aquarius, Stay positive. Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me to be optimistic and take the action steps that support my health. I think health and well-being, all interconnected. Second opinion, guide me to the best professionals for the situation. For one more. Stretch. Thank you for staying by my side and motivating me to take care of myself in all ways. So for Pisces. This card is for Pisces. Organic foods. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting my desire to consume and use organic products. So it's really just paying attention to what it is that you are consuming in your body, your mind. And prayer works. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for hearing and answering my prayer of. So definitely using prayer, if whether or not that's a thing for you, but. And now, Aries, the baby of the zodiac. Aries. Aries. Okay, Aries. Change positions. Thank you for leading me to the best healer for this situation. Inner authority, dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting me as I take back my power and listen to my intuition, desires, and feelings. Sunlight, dear Archangel Raphael, please help me to enjoy the benefits of sunshine in healthy and safe ways. So if you maybe, I'm in Toronto, so we don't really have a lot of sunlight right now. So maybe getting like a light therapy lamp, that's always an option. And so moving on, last sign, Taurus. This card is for Taurus. Just getting insight from Archangel Raphael for Taurus. It's interesting because I think that's what I pulled for Scorpio. Scorpio? Hydration, relationship, and give us your cares. No, I think that was different, but I'll pull a different one. Do more research. Dear Archangel Raphael and God, thank you for clearly and gently guiding me to the information that I need to know for my well-being. Please give me the courage to be assertive as I take charge of my healthcare needs, and needs. Laughter is the best medicine. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for reminding me to detach and find the humor and irony within every human drama. And Jesus, the divine healer, dear Jesus, thank you for your divine healing power and presence. Organic foods. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting my desire to consume and use organic products. And that's it. So may everyone be safe, healthy, happy, and well. And I hope this eclipse season blesses you with everything that you've been working on, working towards this year. Sending you the best. Blessings.